plays it square for Eder Militao. Militao into the feet of Bellingham, who was knocked over as he got rid of the ball. Now they're trying to come through the middle of the pitch with Mbappe. He knocks it out to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior tried to play it off his marker, but the last touch came off the Brazilian and went behind for a goal kick. So almost 8 minutes gone here in the Bernabéu Stadium in Madrid. Real Madrid 1, Alavés 0. First minute goal from Lucas Vázquez. Back into the side tonight and made captain. He came in place of Dani Carvajal. Plenty of matches for Real Madrid in this phase of the season, so going to want to use the squad to its fullest, you would think. Luis Garcia Plaza, arms folded. Just a start he didn't want with that first minute goal for Real Madrid, but we'll be pleased with this way that his side have responded. Here's Blanco up to the halfway line, lofted down the right hand touchline. Madrid though have won it back and attempt to come forward. Foul committed. It's Chouamani that's been brought down, the tall Frenchman. He's able to move back to the midfield area tonight, having played at centre-back at the weekend. Foul was on Ferland Mendy. So Real Madrid, on the left-hand side of the pitch, build again. They switch to the right of the centre circle, and Valverde, who's definitely seems to be playing in a fairly withdrawn role. I think he slots back into the right-back position when Vázquez pushes forward to offer width. The ball down the right-hand side by Alavés. Decent pass as well. And it's won them a throw in Real Madrid territory. Villa working hard out on the right-hand side. Militao saw it out for that throw. And so Alavés try and build another attack from deep. I think they're going to retreat all the way back to Severa. 7 years with the club. Now for Severa. He was at Hercules and Valencia as a youngster. Ball's out on this near side. It's a throw to the visitors. Inside the Real half. Thrown back to Blanco. Blanco into a more central area. Back to Blanco once more. He was trying to link up with Protasoni. Ball's out on this near side, down by the Real dugout. Carlo Ancelotti claps his hands. Here's Vázquez turning away nicely from Luca Romero, so that Real can maintain possession of the ball. And they build another attack from deep. Vinicius Junior had come deep to get that ball, and he's onto it again here. Bellingham gets a touch, tried to play it through into the path of Vinicius Junior again. He went down. Referee said nothing doing. And now Alavés have had a player go down, and they have got a free kick just short of the halfway line, which annoys Vinicius Junior even more. He throws his arms out wide to the referee and says, well, why was mine not a foul if that is? And he has a point, actually, in all fairness. But Militao did go through Villa. So, having not given the first, he was right to give the second. Here's Blanco, 30 yards from goal, knocks it to the left-hand side, but, oh, that's a poor ball from Konechny, and it's out for a goal kick. Had a chance to build something down the left there, and Konechny's ball was overhit and loose. Not what you'd say of Vinicius Junior's dribble to the byline in the first minute that he pulled back for Vázquez. Wonderful goal. Here's a shot though from Alavés. That was Konechny. That was a better effort from him. Follows up that stray pass with a shot from the edge. Lacked a little bit of power, and it was easy enough for Thibaut Courtois. But a good response from Alavés from going that goal down so early. Kylian Mbappe came back into his own half then to get a touch. He found Valverde, switched it to the left-hand side, Madrid. And Tchouaméni gets a touch. Real Madrid player taken late, but the referee says you can play on, you've got the ball. Rodrigo back to Vasquez on the halfway line. Vasquez to Rudiger to the right of the centre circle. And now they've come all the way left to Ferland Mendy. Militao on the halfway line. He sprays a ball to this right hand side. It's a good ball as well. Picked up by Rodrigo. He tried to step inside though. And Alavés were alert to that and tied it up. And are now trying to launch an attack of their own down the left. But Konechny's not strong enough to deal with Militao, who shrugs him aside and finds Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni out to the left, gets it back again, 10 yards inside the Alavés half. Ball forward is deflected though, and that allows Alavés to clear into the Real Madrid half. Not to anybody in particular, it was too far forward of Villa Libre, and so therefore easy enough for Madrid to sweep up. Valverde now on the halfway line, 5 yards in from this near touchline, the Real Madrid right. He finds Rudiger out to that far touchline. Well, that's a poor touch from Jude Bellingham, and that allows Alavés to regain possession. Konechny, he's got a man on the overlap, but he doesn't use him. Instead, he goes back to the halfway line. Diarra played it forward. Oh, that's a crunching tackle from behind. Again, referee plays the advantage because he says Alavés has got the ball. But one pass later, Alavés don't have the ball, so I would have given a foul for that. He didn't, and the ball's back with Thibaut Courtois, who finds Rudiger. Rudiger sort of ambles away from his 18-yard box. Plays it square for Militao. Militao out to the left flank and Ferland Mendy. Mendy returns it to Militao. Rudiger slides a ball for Vasquez. Tchouaméni. Vasquez again. Faced by Konechny. Manages to keep possession for Real. Rudiger once more. Militao on the halfway line. Vinicius Jr. came deep to get the ball, and now he's galloping through the middle of the pitch, but didn't receive the return pass. Rodrigo instead sends it out wide to Mendy. Here is Vinicius Jr. again, coming into a central area of the pitch. Goes past two, but runs into a third. Real recycle the ball though, and have it with Tchouaméni, forward of the centre circle. Sprays it out to the right. Vasquez takes it on his chest. He's under pressure from Manu Sanchez, so goes back to Rudiger, and Rudiger in turn finds Thibaut Courtois. Courtois starts Real moving forward once more, just over the halfway line. Here's Bellingham knocking it out to the left. Ferland Mendy inside to Mbappe, back to Mendy again. Mendy steps inside a challenge, but he's forced backwards, and Militao has to come across to play it back to Courtois. So since scoring in the first minute, Real Madrid haven't had too many sights of goal. They've had 2/3 of the possession, but Alavés have stood up well since going behind early on, and they've won themselves another free kick here for a foul on Hugo Navoa. Aurelien Tchouaméni, the man penalised, and he was just a fraction late. Nothing malicious, but a fraction late, and slid into Navoa and stood on his left foot. Quite a sore one for the fullback. Hugo Navoa, 21-year-old Spaniard, signed from RB Leipzig this summer. Ball is through with into the hands of Courtois. He bowls it out quickly, and Madrid seek to come forward. Vinicius Junior plays a long ball. Well, it was too far for Mbappe. It was attempted to be retrieved down on the byline by Vasquez, but I don't think he kept it in play. In any case, he pulled it back into the arms of Sevilla. Well, I think he did keep it in play. Anyway, Sevilla fielded it and now has a chance to clear the Alavés goalkeeper. He does so right-footed over the halfway line, straight to Valverde. Valverde turns the ball inside to Tchouameni. Tchouameni plays a little 1-2 and rolls it into a space for Vinicius Junior over the top, looking for Mbappe, but he was well policed on that occasion by Santiago Marino. And the ball is back with Antonio Sevilla. 18.5 minutes played in the Bernabéu Stadium in Madrid. Real Madrid 1, Alavés 0. Thibaut Courtois just rolls the ball underarm to Eder Militao. Militao gets it back. Bellingham was pushed to the ground. In the midst of that, goes and has a word with the referee and says, "Hope you're taking note of that, ref." Referee Muniz Riaz just tells him to get on with it. Tells him, "You play football, I'll referee the game." Definitely the better way round. Here are Real on the halfway line. Tchouameni looks it out to the left. Ferland Mendy inside to Kylian Mbappe, who came almost back to the centre circle to get a touch of the ball, which is an indication he's not had a huge amount of service so far. Rudiger in the centre circle. Militao once more, venturing into Alavés territory, just left of centre. Midway inside the half. That's a poor pass from Vinicius Junior though. And Alavés have a chance to try and get down the left-hand side. Across comes Rudiger though. Cuts it out before Villa-Libre can reach it. Villa-Libre gives a thumbs up for the idea. He just couldn't get on his bike quick enough to get there before Rudiger, who covers the ground deceptively quickly for a big man. Big long stride. Got him out of any difficulty there. Mendy short of the halfway line, just in from the far touchline, the Madrid left. Here's Valverde almost on the centre spot. Rudiger tucks it to his left. Dink over the top from Tchouameni. Again doesn't find its intended target. Alavés win a throw on the far side. Good work from Hugo Navoa. Once more. Well, considering they went 1-0 down inside a minute, Alavés aren't doing badly here 20 minutes in, 21 minutes in. They've not really given Real another sight of their goal. And they've created a few moments of nuisance in the Real penalty area themselves. So good response from the visitors, who don't have the best of away records. As I said at the top of the show, they won here as recently as November 2020, so they know it's doable. History speaks against them, but history's always to be written afresh, of course. That's nice from Tchouameni. It's through to Vinicius Junior. Here's a chance for Mbappe. It's 2-0. Lightning quick work from Real Madrid. Beautiful one-touch football. And they've poked it through for Kylian Mbappe. And one of the most lethal strikers in the world doesn't miss from there. Lovely football. Tchouameni's ball found Bellingham. He in turn found Vinicius Junior. Just hold on a second though. Is Mbappe offside? I think he might be. Yes, that's not going to stand. It was a lovely goal, but it's not going to count. Mbappe will have to wait for his 7th of the season because he was about a foot offside. Alavés can breathe again. It remains 1-0. Such a pity when that happens. It was a beautiful move, and Mbappe had gone a fraction too soon. But that's the rules, and we're back at 1-0. Here's Vasquez on this near touchline, the Real Madrid right. Back to Rudiger. Rudiger finds Militao in the centre circle. Militao plays a diagonal to his left to Ferland Mendy. Militao once more. Rudiger has slowed the game to walking pace in the centre circle. Militao. And now Mendy. Militao again. Plays it through. Here's Ferland Mendy attacking the penalty area. Forced to turn though and gives the ball away. Alavés will try and bring it away with Konechny to this left-hand side of the pitch. And they attempt to make ground up the flank. Manu Sanchez returns it to Konechny. Here's Blanco. Blanco, centre of the Madrid half. Centre of the pitch. Just plays a short pass to his right to Protasoni. Protasoni right out to the right-hand side. Novoa was on the overlap, and he's won a throw down by the corner flag. Good tracking back there by Vinicius Junior. But Alavés are coming forward whenever they can, whenever they get the chance to. They're not just sitting in and hoping. Luis Garcia is irritated by something. I thought his side had put together quite a good move down that side, but he sees something awry with it. Might be going to get a long throw into the penalty area here. In it comes, flicked on by Konechny, but only into the hands of Thibaut Courtois, who came out to collect it. Rolls it out quickly. Rodrigo to Rudiger in his own 18-yard box. A little diagonal forward to Tchouaméni. And now out to that left-hand side. Bellingham picks it up short of halfway. Lofts the ball over the top. Gorgeous. Mbappe tried to flick it into the path of Rodrigo. Only found an Alavés foot. Konechny has it now right on this near touchline, the Alavés left. His attempt to play the ball forward is intercepted though by Tchouaméni. And Real Madrid have the ball back. And that is Alavés' problem really, that they're living off scraps at the moment. Can't seem to keep the ball for very long. And against a side who are such good technicians as Madrid, once you've given the ball away, you might not see it again for a while. Mbappe's come out to the right-hand side. He moved in field and was bundled over. Again, referee Ruiz says you can play on because you've got the ball. It's back with Mbappe again. He tricks his way past his man. There's Valverde and now Rodrigo, but Rodrigo has been forced backwards almost to the centre circle. He played a little 1-2 with Militao. Bellingham came to get involved in the action. Knocked it sideways to Militao. Tchouaméni. Alavés are pressing though, and they've pressed Real Madrid back into their own half. That was good play by the visitors to force Madrid back and make them hurry their football. Madrid begin again though. Here's Valverde just over the halfway line. Played it in field. That was a poor pass by Rodrigo. And Alavés can come down the left hand side. Konechny tried a shot. Was blocked by Valverde. And it's back at the feet of Courtois. Courtois will clear. Short to Tchouaméni, just outside his own penalty area. Rodrigo, midway inside his own half, central of the field. He sends it to the right to Valverde, and now to this right-hand touchline, and Vasquez. Vasquez runs in field before turning the ball at a right angle back to Rudiger. Rudiger slowing the game down again. Now finds Vasquez. Vasquez sends the ball out to the left-hand side, but it's intercepted. Here is Novoa breaking forward. Well, he broke forward well and then got brought to ground. I'm surprised the referee didn't blow for a foul there. I think Novoa is too. Bellingham has it on halfway. Finds Vasquez. Now Rodrigo. Vasquez was offering himself on the overlap and he's got it. Played it inside to Valverde. Back again to Rodrigo. Manu Sanchez tried to foul him, but Rodrigo's got to the byline. He's come back onto his left foot. Which way will he go? Turned it back to the edge of the area and Valverde. Valverde back to Rodrigo, who's come inside. Thought about having a bang with his left foot, I think, but instead found Bellingham. And they've switched it to the left-hand side and Vinicius Jr. And Ferland Mendy to the left of the penalty area. Vinicius Jr. once more. Tchouameni back to Ferland Mendy. Will he get a cross in? No, he sends it back to Tchouameni. Tchouameni with the outside of his foot. Finds Militao. Patient football from Madrid, but they're being forced back again. Well, they've given away a foul, Alavés. That was a shame. They didn't really need to do that. They were doing a good job of pushing Madrid back. And they just lost a little bit of patience and committed the foul. 28.5 minutes gone here on the Flashscore audio commentary service and the Flashscore app. Real Madrid 1, Alavés 0. Vasquez, there's Valverde to this near touchline and Rodrigo. Rodrigo inside to Vasquez once more, the goal scorer. He finds Valverde, 35 yards out. Vasquez now on the edge of the penalty area, back heels to Valverde. Rodrigo to the right of the area, bends one in, towards Bellingham. He couldn't get onto it because Abdelabkar did enough to put him off. Vinicius Jr. now has it down by the corner flag. He's tricked his way past two, looked to pull it back, gone down, rolling around Vinicius Jr. Pretty sure the referee's given a corner. Bellingham's gone to have a word with the tackler. Let's have a look at this again. Vinicius Jr. went to go into the box. Well, I didn't see anything wrong with that, really. It was a good challenge. A good challenge by Marino. I don't know whether Vinicius Jr.'s boots got stuck in the ground or something. Well, he's obviously protested to the referee and he's been booked for saying he should have got more out of that than he did. And Munoz Riaz wasn't interested in that at all and booked him. Here comes the corner from the left, swung in, headed away at the near post. Villa Libre that was from Bellingham's... no, it wasn't Bellingham's set piece, because this is Bellingham on the right hand side. He's running in field, tried to play a ball with the outside of his foot into the path of a teammate. That didn't work, and Konechny will now break out for Alavés. That was Militao that Bellingham was trying to find. Was still up from the corner, of course. Protasoni out to the far side. Played back into the back line by Alavés. Forward from Abkar. This is better. They're knocking the ball around quite well here. Manu Sanchez out to this left-hand side. Konechny, good ball in, headed away. Picked up again by Alavés. About 30 yards from Real Madrid's goal. Bellingham gets stuck in. Wins the ball back for Real Madrid. Doing some dirty work there, Bellingham. And now Vinicius Jr. escapes from Abkar. Heads into the penalty area on the right. Pulls it across. It was behind Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo went to retrieve it on the far side. And Rodrigo was sent spinning to the ground by Marino. Referee helps Marino up. Has a quick word with him. Thought he was going to help him up and then book him then, but he didn't. He's given the free kick to Real Madrid, as you might expect. Well, Vinicius Jr. needs to be very careful here because he's got himself booked and he's sarcastically applauding the referee for now giving Real Madrid a free kick in a different place. He really does have to be careful, because if the referee or one of the assistants had seen that, he could have been sent off, and that would have been ridiculous. Here's Mendy with the free kick. Well, that's just over the bar, waste. Loads of players in the box, balloon the ball over the bar. Not their best piece of thinking, really. We're just seeing the Mbappe decision again for offside, and he clearly was. So the officials got that decision right. They got the tackle right on Vinicius Junior as well, whatever his protests. And in actual fact, in the replay of that incident just now, you could see that he was actually given a yellow card for waving an imaginary yellow card towards the referee, saying that should be a foul and I should have a free kick. And the referee said, yeah, there can be a yellow card, son, it can be yours. I hate it when players do that. Don't wave imaginary yellow cards at referees. It's ridiculous. It's childish. Stop it. Don't do it. Here come Real again. Bellingham picks it up to the left of the area. Comes inside. Goes outside again. Pulls it across the box. Very nearly came through to Mbappe. Abkar made sure that it didn't. And Alavés escaped into the centre circle. They've done well as well. Here's Manu Sanchez finding Konechny on this left-hand side. Konechny's played a great ball in. It's headed away by Militao. Headed forward by Blanco. Tchouaméni calmly takes it on his chest, but doesn't clear the ball properly, and it's back with Konechny on this left-hand side. Just 5 yards or so in from the touchline on the Alavés left. They've now moved it right. Here's Blanco. Blanco to Konechny once more, who's still occupying that flank position. Plays a little 1-2 with Blanco. Goes back to the left of the centre circle and Marino. Blanco inside again. And then out to the touchline and Manu Sanchez. This is as many passes as Alavés have put together consecutively at any point of the match. Blanco with another touch. Luca Romero back to the halfway line, and it will be sprayed from right to left. Konechny's on the ball again. They're trying to get him involved in the game as much as they can. That was a stray pass though, and Valverde has been able to get Real Madrid on the counter-attack. Mbappe couldn't trick his way past his man, but it's back with Valverde again. He thought Mbappe had moved out to the right, and Mbappe wasn't there. And Alavés have managed to see that off and play it off Valverde for a throw. About 15 yards from their corner flag, which Manu Sanchez will take. Well, Real Madrid got a goal after about 58 seconds of this game, but they've only managed one shot on target since. And so Alavés have done well to fairly well even off the game in terms of chances. Not in terms of possession, of course, but then you wouldn't expect that. They have a throw deep in their own territory. Manu Sanchez to take. 24-year-old. Spent his youth at Atlético Madrid. He's on a season-long loan from Celta Vigo. Luis Garcia parading his technical area once more. That throw didn't work out for Alavés, and it's Real Madrid's turn to throw the ball in. They've done so, and Rudiger now has it to the right of the centre circle. Gives it to Valverde on the halfway line, midway between the centre circle and this near touchline. Rodrigo out on that touchline. Runs infield a little. Just gives the straight ball back to Valverde. And Real Madrid move it left. Here's Vinicius Junior dinking one into the box. Will this break for Vasquez as well? No, it doesn't. He goes down over the leg of an Alavés player. He appealed for a penalty. Referee said play on. Valverde's bringing it back to the penalty area though. Here's Vasquez trying to turn it across. It's gone behind. I think the referee's given a corner. And in the meantime, one of the Alavés players is down hurt. Down by their own penalty spot. Vasquez is still saying he should have had a penalty. Well, let's have a look at this. No, absolutely not. Not a penalty in a million years. For me, I think Vasquez just runs into his man. He does. He just runs straight into him. And that's why the player's down injured, actually, because Vasquez has put his shoulder into that player's chest or solar plexus. It was Blanco that he sent to the floor. He's just about got his breath back. As the 24-year-old Spaniard got his solitary cap for his country about 3 years ago against Lithuania in the Nations League. He was with Real Madrid as a young player. He joined from there last summer after a successful loan at Alavés. So if he could do something against his former employers, I'm sure he would enjoy it. In the meantime, Real Madrid have won a free kick just inside their own half, and they've played it out to the left-hand side. Ferland Mendy turns away from the challenge, gives the ball back to Militao. Militao sends it to this right touchline, and Federico Valverde benches forward. Rodrigo on the near touchline, Real Madrid right, back to Rudiger. Rudiger into the centre circle, and Tchouaméni. Militao. Ferland Mendy. Tchouaméni once more. The Frenchman links up with Mbappe, who'd come short to get a touch of the ball. He seems to have done that quite a bit, Mbappe, because other than slotting home a goal in inverted commas that was ruled offside, we've not seen a great deal of him. It's Ferland Mendy again, out to that far touchline, and Vinicius Junior, who seems to have got over his 5 minutes of petulance and returned to playing football. He's much better at that. Ball played inside now by Madrid. Oh, that's nice from Mbappe. Finds Bellingham, back to Mbappe. Danger here, 2-0. Well, Bellingham and Mbappe linked up 5 or so minutes ago, and it was ruled out for offside, but that one won't be. That was beautiful from Real Madrid. Lovely one-touch, crisp football. Bellingham turns provider. He still hasn't scored yet this season, but he slots it through to Mbappe, who pulled it onto his right foot and just slotted the ball home past a stranded Sevilla to double Real Madrid's lead. 7 for the season for Kylian Mbappe since his transfer from PSG, and Real Madrid lead 2-0. He played a lovely little, almost Rabona-like pass to Bellingham. Bellingham returned it to him. He stepped inside his marker, got it onto his right foot, and there was never any doubt that that was going to be 2-0. And that may well be good night as far as Alavés are concerned. They conceded after 1 minute. They rode that blow quite well. But now after 40, they trail by 2-0. Kylian Mbappe, offside not so many minutes ago, but not offside this time. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. 5 league goals, 2 other goals, 7 goals altogether. Pretty decent start for him. There's Rudiger in the centre circle. Knocks it to the right. It'll come to Rodrigo on this near touchline. Well, Alavés certainly don't want to concede a third before half-time. And Mbappe's now out on this near touchline. Plays it infield to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni finds Bellingham, who's becoming increasingly influential. He lofted it over the top, looking for Mbappe once more. But an Alavés head managed to deflect it back to the goalkeeper. Bellingham's frustrated with himself. He feels like he should have got that ball over the top to Mbappe. That's the standard the young Englishman demands of himself. Only 21, Jude Bellingham. That's amazing to think that he's only 21, and yet seems to have done so much in the game already. Here at Alavés, to the right of the penalty area. The attempted cross balloons up off a Real Madrid foot, and Mbappe tries to hold the ball up and is bowled over by Moussa Diarra, and that will be a free kick. to Real Madrid. It was almost like Rabona-like pass as we see the replay. Bellingham slid him in, and he finished like a striker who just knew he was going to score. And so he did. Rudiger in the centre circle. To his left, and Militao out to the left touchline. Here's Vinicius Junior again. Well, again I thought he was going to get round the fullback, but credit to Novoa, he got back and got the challenge in. But it's behind for another corner for Real Madrid. They're threatening a third before the break. As I said when their first goal went in, they've only scored in the first half once so far this season before tonight. And now they've scored a couple more. Lots of shenanigans in the penalty area before the corner kick can be taken. Mbappe's been thrown to the ground. He and his marker Manu Sanchez are being talked to. Mbappe gives Sanchez a shove in the chest. Referee has another word and says, cut it out, boys. In comes the corner, in-swinger, headed across goal by one of the Alavés players at the near post. It's gone out on this near side for a throw to Real Madrid. Bellingham takes a swig from a bottle as Vasquez comes across to take the throw. 6 or 7 yards from the corner flag. Mbappe still having a word or six with his marker. Bellingham inside to Rudiger, who's well forward. Oh, he tried to return it to Bellingham on the right of the area. Alavés cleared. It's a fruitless run trace though for Villa Libre. He was surrounded by 3 Real Madrid players and they won the ball back, not unsurprisingly. Here's Valverde playing it to Chimene behind the centre circle as Real Madrid build once more. Last minute of normal time in the first half. Real Madrid 2, Alavés 0. Oh, another little back heel, but that one didn't work. Alavés try and break forward, and player goes down. Referee tells him to get up. Well, he ran into the back of the Real Madrid player there and threw himself on the floor, and that's why the referee didn't give him anything. Here come Real Madrid again. Here's a chance for Vinicius Junior. His shot is blocked. Good block too by Novoa. Back to Vinicius Junior again, and his next shot hits an Alavés player and balloons wide for a corner. So he had 2 goes there. The first one blocked by Novoa. It then came back to him again, and he had another go at it. Ballooned off the head of one of the Alavés defenders, went behind for a corner. Corner on the right. 2 minutes of added on time at the end of the half being played. One arm aloft from Rodrigo. In comes the corner, headed towards goal. Bellingham tried to get the last touch. Couldn't reach it. It was headed on really well. In fact, but Mbappe dived forward to try and deflect it the other side of the goalkeeper, but couldn't get a touch. And so it goes behind. That may be the last action of the first half, or the goal kick maybe. It's kicked over the halfway line, headed infield. Luca Romero competes for it with Bellingham. Drops into Alavés position. Konechny can't keep hold of it though, and Ferland Mendy can send it up the left-hand side, or he sends it more centrally in fact towards Mbappe. It now breaks into the path of Bellingham. Bellingham back to Mbappe. Is he in again here? Goalkeeper gets something on it and they scramble it away. The flag's now gone up against Mbappe, so it wouldn't have counted. He did look suspiciously offside when the ball was first played. Yeah, he was just offside, I think. It was closer than most people thought. That is the last action of the half. Well, We saw drama at the beginning and drama towards the end. Lucas Vázquez back in the side tonight for Dani Carvajal. Put Real Madrid ahead inside a minute, having been played in by some lovely wing play from Vinicius Jr. That made it 1-0. Alavés created a few half chances in response, did well to recover from the goal, but 5 minutes before half time they were undone by some lovely one-touch play and a lovely 1-2 between Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. Mbappe played a Rabona-like pass into the path of Bellingham, who then slid him into the area. He stepped inside his marker and slid it past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. Mbappe had earlier had a goal ruled out for offside, so it could have been worse for Alavés. But Real Madrid haven't lost at the Bernabéu for a year. They don't look like they're going to lose tonight either. Half time, Real Madrid 2, Alavés 0. Join us for the second. Does he want a penalty? I think he does, doesn't he? He always wants a penalty. What's new? Right, wait a minute. Come on. I don't know why this has to happen, but does he want a penalty? I think he does, doesn't he? He always wants a penalty. What's new? Right, wait a minute. Come on. I don't know why this sails a long way wide. There was a hint of desperation about that shot. It was never threatening the goal, unlike Rodrigo's 2 minutes into the second half, which he rolled through the goalkeeper's legs, having been given the freedom of the Bernabéu to score a goal. So Real Madrid lead 3-0. For 24 hours at least, they're going to close the gap on Barcelona to a single point. You sense this season that might be a title race that runs and runs. Here's Jude Bellingham on this left-hand side, finding Vinicius Jr. Bellingham again, tucks it back to Tchouaméni. Militao in the centre circle, to his right and Rudiger. Rudiger to Valverde. Valverde back to Militao, who's advanced to the other side of the halfway line to find Mbappe. Mbappe chips a ball to this left-hand side, and Vinicius Jr. back to Bellingham once more. Bellingham plays a ball towards the right of the penalty area, and it's put behind by Manu Sanchez, who had Lucas Vázquez behind him and didn't take any chances. Conceded the corner kick. So a corner kick to Real Madrid, who lead 3-0, 10 minutes into the second half. They'll be looking to improve their goal difference from here. In comes the corner, headed away by Villalibra. Hooked further clear, but there's nobody up for Alavés. So I think they're in damage limitation mode now. Here is Mbappe. Well, that's a loose one from Mbappe. You don't hear that too often. But Guarini was brought to ground. Referee didn't see anything untoward and played on. Here's Rodrigo. Lucas Vázquez lobs it into the penalty area, backed by Manu Sanchez to goalkeeper Severa. Well, Guarini, who's just come on, went down rather awkwardly there. Apologies, I've been calling him Guarini, and it's Guridi, of course. Referee didn't see anything untoward about the foul, so didn't give one. Guridi, fortunately, is back on his feet. And I think we'll restart with the ball in Alavés possession, with goalkeeper Severa